Hello, my name is Rihana Zia, and this is my presentation of play-based activity related to mathematical concepts. Today, I will discuss a sandpit activity for children aged 4 to 5. It will explore the basic mathematical concept of size, specifically big and small. Since this activity is about children aged 4 to 5, it connects to earlier learning frameworks. This activity relates to outcome 4. Children are confident and involved learners. Specifically 4.1, children develop dispositions for learning such as curiosity, cooperation, confidence, creativity, commitment, enthusiasm, persistence, imagination, and reflexivity. The activity links to outcome 5. Children are effective communicators. In particular, 5.1, children interact verbally and non-verbally with others for a range of purposes. This sandpit activity requires the following resources: a sandpit area, buckets, shovels, spades, construction toys, sticks, and seashells. However, children are free to use any other materials from the environment. There are a variety of ways in which the educator could introduce the sandpit construction activity. The educator may present a clip of Bob the Builder to introduce the activity. Children will most likely to familiar with the common show of Bob the Builder and may want to behave like him. They may build a dig like Bob. The educator could further encourage children to participate within the activity by exclaiming, "Okay kids, who wants to be like Bob the Builder?" Here's a short clip. After watching the cartoon, the children may begin to play in sandpit. A child may dig the sand using a shovel or digger. They may then say, "Hey, look at the hole I made." The educator interacts by asking, "Wow, do you think the hole is big?" Another child may pick up truck and shout, "My truck is bigger." The educator will approach the children and show the child another smaller truck. They would then ask, "Which truck is big and which is small?" The interaction and comparison between the educators and the children will enable the children to think about mathematical concepts such as size. For instance, a child could understand that a large truck has a bigger size than a small truck. To extend the children's learning upon size, the educator will incorporate basic size related concepts into a child's activity. For example, children may try making a handprint in the sand. The educator would copy the child by making a large handprint in the sand. Then they will ask the child, "Don't you think my handprint is bigger than yours?" A child may be playing with seashells and the educator would ask, "Which seashell is the smallest?" Children making a sandcastle may compare their castles and say, "My sandcastle is bigger." Their social interaction will enhance a child's learning further. For instance, this comparison will enable children to understand the concept of size with ease, as different sizes become very visible through comparison. The Department of Education states, "Play enables children to learn more efficiently as they can freely learn through discovery and imagination." In another article, Damon mentioned, "If children are introduced to maths in a fun and playful way, they will learn to embrace rather than fear maths." The sandpit activity allows children to discover elements of size while using their imagination freely. For instance, any activity a child chooses to do incorporates size. Building a castle, digging a hole, and even a toy truck embraces the concept of size. Which children complete their chosen activity, they can freely comprehend the notion of size. According to theoretical perspective, the interaction among children and their teacher is essential for their learning in an open play-based activity. These theories encourage educators to comprehend, interpret, and convey mathematical concepts by using mathematical language appropriately. This sandpit activity supports the above theories as it enables children to interact with one another while being guided by their knowledgeable educator. As children undertake their activities, they may socialize with one another. For instance, "My castle is bigger." These interactions evoke the concept of size. The educator would also portray interest within the activity by asking questions such as, Which building do you think is bigger? By utilizing terms such as bigger, the children will be able to understand the notion of size with ease. The children communication between their peers and educator will enforce the concept of size. Thank you for listening.